Hi, I'm Hub Arkush, the publisher and editor here at Pro Football Weekly, along with our associate editor, Kevin Fishbane, as we preview for you this week's Game of the Week in the National Football League. It's the New England Patriots at home with Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos calling. Now, record-wise, couple 2-2 teams, Kevin, but you don't get Brady and Manning together all that often, and these have been classics usually when they do.
Yeah, it's always been entertaining. You see the two of them went back when Peyton was with Indianapolis, and the Colts and the Patriots were the top teams in the AFC. They had some great playoff matchups, some great regular season matchups. So from a football fan's perspective, it'll be a lot of fun to see two of the greatest of all time be on the field together.
Well, and I think in addition to that, the New England Patriots may be 2-2. I did their game on Sunday night against the Ravens. I still believe with real officials, they win that game. The loss to the Cardinals, no excuse, but they lost it. It's not like they got beat. You take a look at the Denver Broncos, they're probably where they should be. Very impressive in the opener against the Steelers, but last three games they figured to either win or lose.
Yeah, when you look at the Broncos' record, you got to keep in mind they did lose to maybe two of the best teams in the league in Atlanta and Houston, but in their games that they won, they did look very good against Oakland, and they did rally in those two games to make it close, but they dug themselves big holes in those games. They've been focusing on the first quarter, getting after it early, and that's going to be key against New England. They probably won't be able to rally against Brady and the Patriots if they did themselves another hole.
Clearly one of the keys for the Broncos to stop the Patriots, Von Miller, Elvis Dumervil, you got to turn them loose. You got to get pressure on Brady, because if they let him stand back there, they don't match up in their back seven against all those Patriot weapons down the field.
Yeah, that's going to be key for them, and it was last year in their playoff meeting as well in the regular season. And Von Miller and Dumervil really didn't make much of an impact last year, and the Patriots rolled. Obviously, a much different Broncos team this year with Manning instead of Tebow, but the Patriots' offensive tackles have played pretty well. You look at what they did against the Bills this week. Obviously, the Bills' D-line's been coming nowhere close to their expectations. But Sebastian Vollmer, Nate Solder, it's another test for them. They got to be key, because you're right. The Broncos, they have experience back there. Champ Bailey, Tracy Porter. It's a better secondary than it was last year, but still not good enough to have to cover some of these guys one-on-one.
One of the big questions about the New England Patriots, they're clearly much more athletic, much more talented, much better on defense. But the defense not necessarily playing together as a unit as well as you would hope they will. They're going to get better each week. How does Bill Belichick rally to stop Peyton Manning, knowing most of his problems have been in the secondary?
Yeah, that's going to be key for them as well. You look at what Joe Flacco did against them in the second half of that game. He was able to throw at ease. The good thing for them, Devin McCourty has been in the right place pretty much all season long. He's had good coverage. He finally picked off a couple passes against Buffalo. He's key. You look at Steve Gregory, Patrick Chung at safety, those guys as well. And you like to see the Patriots get more of a pass rush. Belichick's never been much of a blitzing guy, and you expect him to rely on Chandler Jones, Rob Ninkovich to put the pressure on Manning, because we know what Peyton can do if he has time. He'll pick apart that Patriots second.
Pats have gone young at running back with Ridley and Bolden doing a great job. The Broncos, on the other hand, almost ancient by running back standards, and yet Willis McGahee has done a very nice job for him.
Yeah, McGahee has, and they've kind of lessened his load a little bit. You look at how many plays he was on the field, very productive, even though he wasn't out there much. They're really trying to get Ronnie Hillman more involved in the offense, and you're right, for the Patriots, Ridley and Bolden looked pretty darn good. And keep in mind, they were running behind an offensive line that did not have Logan Mankins in there, and they look pretty darn good. The Broncos, though, that's where one edge is. Denver's got a very good run defense so far this year. Look at that kid, Derek Wolfe. He's having a good rookie season.
All right, Kevin, great athletes on defense, not great defenses. Great offenses, period. There's going to be some points scored here. How do you see this one coming out?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a classic Manning-Brady shootout, but I give the edge to the Patriots. I think they're just a better all-around team right now. Their defense has more playmakers than the Broncos do, and I think that's going to be the difference. And I think the Patriots are going to keep things balanced, run the ball a little bit, and I give the edge to Brady.
Yeah, I don't know what Belichick said to his guys at halftime in Buffalo last week, but that was a different Patriot team the second half. The team we've been waiting to see at 2-2. They know they've got to put a run together. Brady wants to play against Peyton Manning. They're at home. Just too much in favor of the Patriots. But I do think the Broncos make a fun ball game out of it. That's going to do it for our NFL Game of the Week. For all the best in game preview, analysis, and all the news, scoops, and rumors before they happen, stay right where you're at ProFootballWeekly.com, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.